Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We ordered our tomato seeds that we was telling you about, our blue tomatoes. We've got our collection in of the Indigo series. What we're going to do today is we're going to plant these. Now I'm only going to plant 4 seeds from each variety, simply because 20 seeds cost me about $5 a pack to get them here. So I don't want to plant them all at once, and I want to figure out which variety does the best on my homestead here. So we're going to start out with the blueberry variety. We're going to plant 4 seeds of each one of them into these pots here so that we can get 4 plants up and grow on the homestead here. Now the blueberry one is loaded with anthocyanins. It is a trait that was bred over from if I get this right, a tomato from the Galapagos Islands and Chile. They were crossed to make this Indigo series. Now this particular one, the blueberries, is an interdeterminate, and it makes a lot of small cherry type tomatoes. So we're going to get these planted. We're going to get 4 of these seeds planted, and then we're going to switch over to one of the other varieties. Now we're going to do the Indigo Rose variety. This is a almost purple tomato. It's so blue. It was developed at the University of Oregon. It is a semi-interdeterminate tomato. So we're going to, it's also loaded with the anthocyanins. So we're going to try to get these 4 plants. It's the same thing. 20 seeds cost me about $5 or $6 to get them here. So we're only going to do 4. Try to get up 4 plants to see how they do. Now this tomato does not make quite a cherry tomato. This one's about 2 inches in diameter. So it's going to be a little bit larger tomato on this particular one. Okay, what we're doing is we're putting our organic soil on top of the seeds, making sure it's all crushed up, so those little tiny seeds won't have a problem pushing up through it. Okay, we're going to plant the apple variety now of the Indigo Rose. The apple variety is a cross between the Indigo Rose and a cherry tomato, which it's just like the others. It has that characteristic to turn dark purple when exposed to the sunlight, and when it's completely ripe, it will be almost black. It's so blue. And let me mention here, the way that these tomatoes they're telling me now, I'm not sure yet. I went to the website where they were created and looked, is that these tomatoes, you only harvest them when they're really, really soft to the touch, because if you harvest them anytime before then, they are not at their sweetest point. So thought I'd throw that out there for those of you who want to try to plant these varieties. Once again, same thing here. 20 seeds cost me almost $6 to get here. So we're being very, very careful. What I do is I try to shake out 4 seed into Wanda's hand here. Okay, now we're going to be planting a variety called the Blue Beauty. Once again, we're only going to do 4 seeds because they, like I said, they were so expensive to get here. Now this is a cross between the Beauty King and a blue tomato to make an open pollinated variety. It is an interdeterminate. It is really, really good. It holds well on the vine for extended periods of time, they're saying. And that it is not resistant to things like sunburn. It's crack resistant. They're saying it has a really, really good flavor. So we're going to try to get 4 of these seeds out. Them things are so tiny till they're almost like tomatilla seeds. The fruits are 4 to 8 ounce fruits. Okay, we got the cherry drop one Indigo series here. We're going to be planting 4 of them also. This is called a cocktail tomato. It is said to be the best tasting of all of them. This particular plant, it says, is nothing for it to bear 500 to 1,000 tomatoes per plant. So only time will tell. We'll throw it out there and see. If I can get 4 of these little boogers out of here without losing them. Now this is the variety of the rose tomatoes that we bought. The indigo, I mean, not the rose, the indigo. We planted the apple indigo, the blue beauty, the cherry drops, the rose, and the blueberries. We've had a 100% success rate on them coming up. That is an heirloom variety that was developed. They're a good cancer fighting tomato. They are kind of a bluish colored tomato.